What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? It's your boy Cris with my guy Clarence. Victory Monday. Chiefs Kingdom, we here. Let's go ahead and get into this victory. Let's talk Chiefs.
Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to warn him early, hear the truth. Tuning every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chief Podcast, bringing all the news. If you miss the play, come back for reviews. Chris style. Out here rapping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? We are here. Victory Monday. Kansas City Chiefs coming off of a easy win, 26-10 over the LA Rams. We're gonna get into it, but before we do, what's up, Clarence?
Hey, Victory Monday, dog. You know what I'm saying? We getting used to this thing. But next week is the week we need to get used to it. After that one, I digress. Good people.
We're gonna get into that later. But we also got friend of the show, my guy Ty from SportsTalk with T. What's up, Ty?
What's up, man? Just like Clarence said, Victory Monday. But more importantly, it's Bengals week. I mean, it's Bengals week.
Let's go, dog.
We're not running from the smoke at all. We're ready for it this time. We're ready. And them AFC Championship rings, they need to get
flag
tested.
Football rings.
They need to get tested.
Before we
flag football rings,
we're gonna say the Bengals talk. We're gonna say the Bengals talk for tomorrow. We get into a little bit. We're gonna say that for tomorrow's show.
Look, man.
But let's go ahead and talk about it, fellas. Chiefs win 26-10. Patrick Mahomes, he had a cool day, 320 yards, 1 touchdown, had a bad pick. 85 QB rating, 68.8 QBR. Travis Kelce had a mediocre day. Nick Bolton, the defense played really well. Nick Bolton had another good game. Nick Bolton, the guy that everybody complains about. Had another interception.
Say he's sorry.
L'Jarius Sneed had another good game. Interception. All in all, was a solid game. You know what I'm saying? But what are your guys' thoughts on the game yesterday? I'll start with you, Ty.
Talk to him, Mark.
My thoughts on the game. I thought the defense played a really good game from the beginning to the end. Nick Bolton, like you said, people were complaining about him. He had one interception, 2 interceptions these last 2 games. He didn't have any interceptions coming in the last weekend in his career. Then obviously getting the tackles, being able to stuff the run. I thought the defense played a phenomenal game. Patrick Mahomes had somewhat of a down game for his standards, but you kind of expect that going into this game. This is still a good defense over there in LA. People, they got injuries on their team, but mostly on the offense side of the ball, they still got their 2 big pieces out there in Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. So the offense, I would expect to struggle a little bit against, one of the better defenses on paper. L'Jarius Sneed, my thoughts on that is you got to pay this man now. Give him the extension. L'Jarius Sneed has played.
We don't get into that.
He's played very well this year. I thought, especially in this game, he was able to – the way he's able to move around and guard up on different guys, go from the slot to the outside to kind of playing that Tyrann Mathieu-like role on this defense.
I mean, I don't have a lot to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, defending Super Bowl champs. You know what I mean? And they still have a lot of their pieces on defense. Stafford out, Kupp out, Robinson out. Cam Akers is there. You did, but that's all they had yesterday. Maybe Higbee. I think he was still on the offensive side, but not to say that they possibly was looking ahead, because we have a pending date looming. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, you get that dub by any means, stay relatively healthy. You know what I mean? Just to get ready to hit the road and go to that place that sells like chili and noodles. What is chili and noodles, bro? But I digress. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey man, I feel the same way as
chili
you,
and
Clarence.
noodles.
I feel the same way as you, Clarence. Man, Andy Reid pulled out the C play sheet and said we're gonna beat the Rams just like this. You could just tell in the red zone, it was just like, yeah, well, whatever. And that's how they played on offense. On defense, you know, they applied pressure, they did what they did. And then in the second half, they slightly let their foot off the gas a little bit. They was just like, you know, we're gonna rush 4, we're gonna drop everybody back in coverage because we know Bryce Perkins can't throw the football down the field. So
right.
And that's how their game went, man. You know, they was definitely looking ahead to Bengals week. You know, the most important thing about yesterday was what? Win the football game,
stay healthy,
leave healthy, stay healthy.
Yeah,
no injuries. And when L'Jarius Sneed went down, I almost fainted. I almost dropped down to one knee.
Yeah,
I was at work.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
It was about to be a bad day at work if that happened. The Raiders already messed up my money. Now.
Yeah. Hey, Josh Jacobs was running behind them pads yesterday, dog. Like,
yeah, he was.
He gave the Seahawks.
Don't remind me, okay?
He's running to the bank.
He's
running to the bank.
Trying to get paid, bro. Yeah.
Because of course the Raiders are the ones that mess up my team.
Yeah.
I
drinking on the job, stay healthy.
I knew. As soon as I heard that, I knew as soon as they gave the ball to Josh Jacobs, he was going to that.
Yes, sir.
But I digress. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about the game yesterday. It was real ho hum. Yeah, pretty good performance. You know, he makes me laugh every time. He makes me laugh.
Yeah.
He makes me laugh every time he runs. Every time he runs, it's just like
roar.
Yeah, it's like
tearing this grass up.
And he gets up and he's still running. Like
yeah.
You ain't gonna run out of energy, man.
For real.
Calm down.
Yeah, when he got knocked out of bounds yesterday, then he jumped right up and ran to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Turned all the way up to 10, dog. All the way to 10.
He's always a 10. He's always on 10. Yeah, that dance was horrible.
Yeah,
that dance, that celebration. I said, "What is that?"
You don't
work
know.
on your dance, man. Yeah, work on your dances, man. I'm sorry if I was a rookie.
Like I got 5 ants in my shoulder pads.
If that was my first touchdown, I'm choreographing that thing at the house, man. Like, this is what I'm gonna do.
You gotta have it planned out.
You gotta have a plan, man. These dudes get in the end zone, ain't what are you doing? Freestyling and stuff. What are you doing?
I didn't expect this today.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that dance.
He got in though, you know what I'm saying?
But he got in. I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him. He got in. Yeah.
But
building blocks.
But on to and we got to give a shout out. George Karlaftis. Pressure Nation is over, baby. It's over. My man got his first sack.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
We unlock George Karlaftis. He gonna get a sack every game after this now.
He needs to knock that bowl of chili and noodles off the table. I'm just saying.
He's gonna come after Joe Burrows this week.
I'm just saying. Need to give number 9 some issues this week.
You need to change your celebration.
They were confused as us. They were like, "What's going on?"
They was like, "What is he doing, man?" We didn't. We like. We they was like, look, we didn't. We have nothing to do with this.
Right. We don't condone this. We didn't know. We don't know him.
We had
We
nothing.
know him, but we don't know him.
He did not. He did not show this to us before the game.
He showed us something totally different. Totally different.
He said
He just went out here and got off script.
I don't know what that was.
It's a one-man show, everybody.
He went full David. He went full David Ruffin on us.
Bruh. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was not good. But you know what else is not good? You want to know what else is not good? Dave Tope. Yeah, Dave Tope. Special teams.
So who is he supposed to put back there?
I'm not.
Who was supposed to go
about
back
that.
there?
I'm not even talking about that. Even though that's his call.
As a punt returner,
Right.
I'd like to see McDuffie get back there.
Yeah, I do too. He keep talking about McDuffie did it in college. He did it in college.
Yeah.
He did it in college.
I understand why they didn't, though. You know, especially with him when he was coming off an injury like that, you didn't want to rush him out there.
Mm-hmm.
But now might be the time.
If not, then hell, let Justin Watson do it.
We just need somebody that's going to catch the ball.
Yeah, he's a speed guy.
Yeah.
Let him do it. Exactly.
So I think it should just be a rule until Cole come back. Y'all just fair catch every damn thing. Don't try to DQ and take off running. Just catch the damn ball and stand there.
Oh no!
And hand it to the ref.
Because I think if Tony has a crease, he gone.
Well, he the exception. He not playing right now. Him got
him and McCole. Him and McCole are the exceptions to that, but
him got a bad hammy. Hell.
But not just that.
Bro.
Not just that. The fake punt. I saw that coming a mile away, man.
Yeah.
As soon as they lined up, I said, this is like a little trickery about to come. And lo and behold, he's supposed to be the best in the business.
I think all of this was just smoke and mirrors, man. I really think this is smoke and mirrors. I think everything that they did yesterday, the Sky Moore backwards pass, the pad, I think all of that shit is just all smoke and mirrors for what's coming next week. I think everybody in that building wants this game next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to say that they didn't want to get this dub, but Stafford's out, Cup's out, Allen Robin's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same team that won the Super Bowl last year. You dig what I'm saying? And next week, after next week, they can take their foot off the gas a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They just got to beat this one last team. It's the last stop. It's the last stop. Everybody else after that can roll them easily. It's the last stop.
Yeah, Buckner's he's done a
he's
lot.
Back.
He's back to be a butt kicker. I'm not worried about Buckner. But Dave Tope need to get his shit together.
Yeah, he do. Quit trying to be so cute. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And quit saying the same damn thing in the press conferences every week. It's driving me nuts. They're going to ask him the same thing about Sky Moore. He's going to say the same answer.
Yeah, man, we feel like Sky's. He's right there. He's right there.
Right where, Dave? Huh? Who said that? Stop throwing curveballs. I ain't expect no reply.
Right.
He's right where?
Right there. He's right.
Who said that? Who has that microphone? Who said that?
Yeah, man. It's he needs to get it together. He definitely needs to get it together.
Yeah, next
game.
I'm not worried about Seattle, Mark.
Who's y'all players of it? Who's y'all before we move on from the game? Who's y'all players of the game?
Go ahead, Ty.
I'll go with Nick Bolton being my overall player of the game. Like I said earlier, his ability to stop the run. Now we're seeing him upgrade that pass coverage a little bit. He's starting to come down with some picks. My other player of the game would be probably Isaiah Pacheco on the offense side of the ball. I know the yards per carry wasn't great, but the fact that they stuck with it and he was able to, get three, even just 3 or 4 yards on first down, that goes a long way for helping this team stay ahead of the sticks. So I think those will be my 2 players of the game, the most important players in this game for me.
Go ahead, Clarence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to the entire defense. Like, to be able to step up, and still do their job, because that kid could have got hot. You know what I'm saying? They could have let the gas off on defense. You know what I mean? Allow him to get in the rhythm and let them wide receivers gain a little bit of confidence, but they squeezed it, didn't allow them to get nothing going, basically. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that defense for playing consistent, but we all know what it is.
Yeah. I'm with Ty. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Nick Bolton. I'm gonna say Nick Bolton and L'Jarius Sneed, both of them, my defensive players of the game. And on offense, yeah, I'll probably go with Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco, even though he had it wasn't a great game, but it was enough. And like I always said, as long as we have a decent running game, we'll be straight. The balance will be there. We don't always need Pacheco to run for 100 and some yards. We need him to just be efficient enough to where they respect the run. And if they can do that, and hey, Rojo got some run yesterday too.
Yeah, he did.
They got him involved in the running game. He looked real fresh. Got a couple first downs. He looked good. It's gonna be important.
I told y'all what would happen if Wayne Gallman got up before Rojo. I told you. Would have been no damn game yesterday. He'd have burnt that shit to the ground. Y'all ain't put no damn Wayne Gallman on the field before me. Y'all ain't finna have no football game on Sunday. Wayne Gallman played before me. You seen what happened.
I'm glad he got out
ready
there.
To go. Yeah, he deserved it, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He deserved it.
And like Mark said, Chris Jones, he had his 10th sack of the season, so he's looking like a defensive player of the year candidate. This year he probably won't get it because Michael, like Skip Bayless always says, 11 from heaven. He's playing at an all pro level right now. So
sure. Y'all know how I feel about Skip, so carry on.
I know how you feel about Skip Bayless. I feel the same way, but
yeah.
I'm just saying. The guy, he's probably gonna get it unless he gets hurt. He's probably gonna get it. So
yeah.
Well, let's talk about the rest of the AFC West, fellas. There was something that went down yesterday in Denver, Colorado. Defensive player came off the field.
Yeah. I was about to say, didn't Russ almost get his ass whooped yesterday?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Russ in that amount of danger. I'm like, oh, Russell.
He shut up real quick.
Yeah, he did. He's about ready to call Sierra. Come pick me up at the stadium.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's get the hell out of Denver.
That's probably what he said to the defensive player. He probably said, "Hey, let's ride." The dude came over like, "Man, if you say that one more time,
say that shit again, Russell." He don't even call him Russ. Call him Russell. Say that shit one more time, Russell.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, here's what happened.
And I don't know if something was said, if Russell Wilson says something as he's coming off the field here, or if Purcell is just going over to him and saying, "Hey, man, I care about this. How about you guys?"
That looked like, man, shut the.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
If you don't shut the.
I'm gonna whoop your ass in the locker room here. Wait till these cameras leave. Ooh, just wait, Russell. Oh man, that's bad.
That is bad.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
they're a bad team.
Mm-mm.
They're a bad team.
They are.
Yeah, their offense is bad.
It's
in all three phases for them, man.
Yeah,
It's all three phases for them. Like it's terrible in them.
The defense is actually not bad. It's the offense is horrible.
I don't know. They did let Zay Jones put up 100 plus yesterday. Man, they was letting Zay Jones cook.
Yeah, I mean, after a while, it's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
The Chargers won yesterday by 1 point by going for 2 at the end. They beat the Cardinals.
Didn't they lose last week?
Yeah, they lost.
The Chargers lost last week, right?
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need to discuss that shit. Next, nobody care. They 0-2 versus the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Chargers lost. Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Yeah.
They can't beat the best.
What would you like
to be ahead of the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, they were.
Yep.
Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and give them a preview. Let's go ahead and get into the Bengals, man. Let's go ahead and get into the Bengals.
You know we're eager to get into this anyway.
Well, first of all, they trash.
Go ahead and take it away, Glenn. Take it away, man.
First of all, the Bengals are trash. All right, they are trash. No, I'm just kidding. They do some things good, but I mean, you can't win a flag football ring and expect respect. And you can't talk as much trash as you have talked since February. And when this game comes around, expect it to be humble or any type of respect for you, fan base wise. Like they've been talking this trash since February, bro.
That's the thing about
it. Since December of last year.
But see, that's the thing about it is that I don't hate the Bengals. I hate the fan base.
Me too.
Like, I don't have no problem with the Bengals. Like, I like Joe Burrows. I like Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. I like them. But it's that damn fan base, man. Last year, when they was in them spaces, the first time we played them, they was in them spaces talking so reckless. It was like, I'm sorry, have they been to the AFC Championship the last 4 years? Like, have they won the Super Bowl and been to another one? Like, what are we talking about here? And then they beat us, and it just got worse. And it was just
worse.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chiefs got to run through us. Like, wait.
Yeah,
what?
and they want this to be a rivalry so bad. They want to be on the level of Buffalo so bad. They want to, but it's not even close, bro.
Nope.
I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. It was worse than all the AFC West fan base this year. Like,
yeah.
And let's just keep it in full perspective of what it was. So last year it was just the worst season of Patrick's young career.
Yep.
He grew and he learned a lot from seeing those type of defenses. And now this year, minus 10, that's out the building, he's not seeing those defenses anymore. And you see the benefit of having more weapons than just Trav and 10.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the ball is being distributed and they never know where it's going. Especially if he finds it quickly and identifies that it's man quickly. If he finds that it's man quickly, it's a wrap. If he identifies that straight out of the gate, you can cancel it. You can cancel it.
Because Trav's getting open.
Yeah. And I mean, yesterday, them playing the Titans, for them to say that they are one of those top teams, then they should have showed up offensively a lot more than what they did. Because they got their ass kicked in the first half. They got completely dominated in that first half. In the trenches, man. Like, I just for what that fan base wants Cincinnati to be, that up and down inconsistently all year, and then being tied with a team that does not score a lot of points but can play damn good defense in the North. Like, I think they need to be realistic about who they are and what they are this time around. Because they are no longer the fucking hunters, excuse my language. They are the hunted. Everybody expects to go into Cincy and bully ball them and beat them. Teams know what Cincy is now. And then you still got to get out of that North. Cleveland beat Tampa yesterday. Cleveland's not a really good team. But when they play Cincy, they're going to be a good
And they
team.
got Deshaun Watson coming back.
And they got Deshaun coming back.
He's going to massage. He's going to massage that offense into a win.
He's going to massage some shit.
Oh, man.
Deshaun, what you doing? Huh? I ain't doing nothing. I'm checking out.
He's gonna massage his way back into the game. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had to do it. It was laid up right there. It was like, Chris, just they throw it up, and I had to dunk it.
Yeah, that was an alley-oop. Fast break.
Just sit that up for me. I had to go baseline on it. Yeah, I had to. I'm sorry. But but for real. I think this year the Bengals are running, and I said this before, the Bengals have ran into the same problem that we ran into last year, is that they're so predicated off of big plays because they have big play receivers. That's why without Jamar Chase, not for nothing, T. Higgins and Boyd hasn't really been like world beaters, like, because they're always looking for the big play. And so they've had to rely, now that Mixon is out, it's been more P. Ryan that's been killing it and balling. You know, not really. I mean, T. Higgins had a decent game. Boyd didn't do nothing yesterday. So a lot of teams are playing too high safety and saying, even when Jamar Chase is in the game, they were like, we're not going to let him get past us. No, we're going to make you be patient and see if you're going to run the football. Because like I said, because let's be real, that's what happened to us. We got spoiled. The Chiefs got spoiled because it's like you got 10 one-on-one out of them. And teams didn't catch on. You know, they was playing a lot of cover 3. You know what I'm saying? And
too high safeties and
Mahomes was eating that alive, that cover 3 with Tyreek Hill, and when Sammy was here, like, they was killing that. And then you got Travis in the middle, working the middle. They was smoking that until teams was like, hold on. Let's see how patient they can be. If we just play too high safety and don't let nothing get behind us, are they going to be patient enough to take the underneath stuff? Because we can give them that all day. And last year, that's what they struggled. That's what we struggled with. Mahomes was struggling. He couldn't. He was like, I'm going to throw this ball down the field. And then finally, it was like, maybe I need to get it to the running back. Maybe I need to just check it down to this here. And now this year, going into this year, that's why I never understood why everybody thought there was going to be this drop off without Hill.
Because teams were going to have to play us differently.
He learned how to play without Hill.
Legit.
He learned how to play without
remember
Hill
the Super Bowl year. But remember that Super Bowl year, I think Reek was out. What, 4 games? The year they beat San Francisco in the Super Bowl. Reek was out, and they was balling and still putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? But people tend to forget that. Like
DeMarcus Robinson, Sammy Watkins,
Cole. You did what I'm saying? Travis has been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Come on.
And like I tell everybody, yes, Tyreek Hill is a number one weapon, and I'm not sitting here disputing that. But in this offense, Travis Kelce has always been the number one.
Number one, yep.
Facts.
He has always been the number one. When we played the Texans and we got down in that playoff game, it wasn't really Tyreek Hill. It was Travis Kelce.
Yep.
Facts.
So and I think DeMarcus Robinson had a huge play in that game too.
Yeah. Guys stepped up here.
Yeah.
Guys stepped up. Miko, the punt return is what sparked everything in that game. That punt return is what got them motivated. And they went down there and scored, and then the defense started playing better, and then boom. And the Daniel Sorensen punt, the punt when they tried to fake punt it, and he got the dude in the backfield. That's what sparked everything in that game. Yep. But when it came down to time to score, it was all Travis Kelce. It was the Mahomes and Travis Kelce show. That's what it was. And that's what we're seeing this year. The Mahomes and Travis Kelce show. Yeah, exactly. Most definitely. And that's why after thinking it through, it was like, all right, Veach, if you're going to get all these picks, you got to retool at least the defense. Make the defense better. I'm all for that. Yep. If you're trading away Hill, at least have a plan.
Make the team.
And he had a plan. He was like, all right, I'm gonna use these pieces to get some younger guys on this defense because we had these older, slower guys who couldn't tackle, who couldn't run when nobody was getting ran up and down Neiman, Daniel Sorensen. No disrespect to Tyrann Mathieu, but even Tyrann.
Damian Wilson.
Tyron's taking a huge step back this year down there in New Orleans.
You see it in New Orleans. And I also think he was kind of making some business decisions too. Let's just keep it 100. So I just they retooled, you know what I'm saying? And I was okay with that. So going into this game, going into this season, not just this game, but going into this season, I just felt like it was like y'all making it seem like, and they've always made it like that. It was always like Patrick Mahomes is great, but he's got Tyreek Hill, he's got Travis Kelce, he's got Sammy Watkins.
But nobody says that.
He got
nobody
Andy
says that about and nobody says that about Josh Allen. But if you look at his numbers before he got Stephon Diggs, they're terrible. They're right there with Zach Wilson's numbers, identical.
And that's why I don't get why is it when everybody else has weapons? Okay, we're going to go by that theory. Then we need to debunk everything that Joe Montana did because he had arguably one of the greatest coaches in Bill Walsh.
One of the greatest receivers.
He invented the West Coast offense, the same very offense that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs run to this day. Is just probably expanded, of course. The same core offense that Bill Walsh and Joe Montana were. But those teams were loaded.
Jerry Rice,
John Taylor, Brent Jones, John. What's the other? There was a few. Roger Craig in the backfield. Like, come on, man! Like they had guys.
Tom Rathman.
Yes. Like,
but you ain't gonna. We gonna leave Joe Montana out of this conversation, can we, please?
No, I'm not saying. I believe Joe. No, I think Joe was one of the greatest. I'm just saying, if we're gonna use the argument of weapons and he got this coach and he got that, then why is it we only use it for Mahomes? Like, are we gonna use?
Because they always move the goalposts on Pat.
They do.
Are we gonna use the same?
They always move the goalposts on Pat.
But are we going to say the same thing about Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and all them weapons he had around him? And he had Jimmy Johnson at the time. Like, what are we doing? Like, why is it when as soon as Pat came into the league, it was almost like, oh, he got this. And the situation he came in was better than Josh Allen. And it's like,
but you already know why.
So he gets penalized because the organization was smart.
It's good. Exactly.
You already know why though. But y'all know why though. Stop.
We do.
Cut the shit. Right. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. It's because he's how do you say it? Melanin? Stop, bro. Y'all know why.
You're right.
You're not supposed to do this. What did they say when black quarterbacks were? Yeah, and what did they say when black quarterbacks were really stepping into their own? They said, "Oh, well, black quarterbacks can't make the right reads like traditional white quarterbacks." And
they said
you know
that
what I'm
about
saying? They didn't want this.
RG3 and
Yes, dog. Yes.
Donovan
McNabb
McNabb.
and Doug
Yep.
Williams.
Doug
Yes,
Williams,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah,
Randall
man. Warren
Cunningham.
Moon.
Warren
Yes,
Moon.
bro.
You know, Warren was a dog. We ain't gonna do that.
And Warren
Steve
was fine
McNair.
that time, bro. Yes, bro.
He
Yes,
was a
bro.
pocket quarterback. I remember he could throw right from the
Real.
pocket. Had an arm, had one of the best arms.
Yeah, he did.
And that running and shoot in Houston, man. Yeah.
No, I don't think Pat's getting any passes. I'm gonna be honest. The criticism I see, they don't do the
Nah, he
same thing
catching
for
all that.
Josh Allen or Aaron
Nope.
Rodgers
Nope.
or
Nope.
Tom Brady or
Nope.
and
I can go on and on.
I don't want to make it all racy, but let's just keep it real. Like the problem with the thing with Patrick Mahomes is this: the white purists don't like the way he plays, even though he plays like Brett Favre. You know, they're
Exactly.
they're immortal.
There's
God
similarities.
Brett
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
They're God.
But then the
A lot
black
of
players
similarities.
don't really. Then there's a lot of black former players that don't really rock with him because he ain't fully, black.
Right.
You know, because
Well,
it was a lot of times.
hell, let's okay. All right then, Chris. Well, hell, they contributed to it. Hell. What was the thing for the longest time? Athletes going out getting all the white women, they ain't sleeping no black women. You know what I'm saying? They contributed to it. You know what I'm saying? They help push this shit forward now, so they got to keep it 100.
That's true.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, you see them out, they be out with a white. Okay, then, so don't be mad because there is a combination of both races out here doing the same shit that y'all had to do and y'all couldn't do because he's far more talented as a passer than y'all.
Yeah.
So that's what y'all mad at. Y'all mad because y'all black asses couldn't do what Pat is doing right now. Like, come on, be honest, bro. Like, give this man his credit. It is a difficult position to play. And he is on pace to have his second league MVP award because ain't nobody else playing better than him this year.
Nope.
Ain't nobody playing better. He is leaps and bounds ahead of everybody in the league. He was that last year. And you look at his last year stats, out of 32, I guarantee 15 to 16 of those quarterbacks out of that 32 would have killed to have his stats from last year when it was a down year. You see what I'm saying? Man, get that man his respect.
We have 4,700 yards and like 30-something touchdowns.
Thank you.
Yep. 37 touchdowns, like 13 picks. So not bad numbers by any means, but for Patrick Mahomes' golden standard, that's what I call it, because he is the golden standard of the NFL right now. It was not up to par, but it was still really good numbers.
Mark, even if he wins one more, it'll always be
exactly. No, they moved the goalpost. It'll be one more, it'll be two more.
Absolutely.
Because you know what obstacles he's always going to have to run into? The first obstacle is going to be when Travis Kelce retires. They're going to be like, can he do it without Travis? And then when Andy Reid retires, they're going to be like, can he do it without Randy? So he's always going to have something. It's always going to be a but. And it's like, and it's one thing that that's one thing I loved about what Joy Taylor said one time. She was like, well, all great coaches had a great quarterback attached to them. Like,
yes, they did.
Parcells, Belichick. I mean,
like, they all had
Seifert,
great
Walsh.
quarterbacks.
Yes.
Yeah, they always had great quarterbacks attached to them. So you can't play that game. We don't act like, yes, was Andy Reid successful in winning, but he couldn't get over the hump.
Exactly. And that and people forget about that was said about him so much before we got Pat was he cannot win the big one. He can't win the big one.
His clock management was poor and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
And then when he's successful, it's like, it's all Andy Reid. And it's like, well, why would he doing this with Alex? Like, we should have been winning Super Bowls with Alex Smith. Like, if it's all Andy,
exactly.
Like, no, it's not. But because Andy is so scheme based, it's all about the scheme with Andy, and I respect that. Yes, you do need to have a great scheme to be successful in this league, but you also need a guy who can go beyond the X's and O's.
Exactly,
and that's what
ad libs and stuff. And he can
when the stuff ain't working and them play callings ain't coming in. it's Mahomes saying, you know what, bump this.
I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take off with it. Exactly.
I'm running this.
How? Yeah, okay, so y'all answer me this: how many quarterbacks in their first full year as a starter has put up numbers close to Pat's MVP year? Because remember, his first year as a starter, he won MVP.
He had 50 touchdowns. He
I'm just
tied
saying.
Peyton Manning, right? 50 that year.
No, I think
believe
Peyton
so.
Manning had 55.
Yeah,
Peyton Manning
Manning
had
had
55.
He had 55.
55.
Okay.
Yeah, 55 and like
but still
5,500.
rookie year, and you're right up there with
Yeah.
Peyton
No.
Manning already.
His first full year as a starter, 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. Like, tell me a quarterback that put up comparable numbers to that their first full year as a starter, which is year
Nobody.
2 for him. Which is year 2. There's never been a quarterback that has came in more league ready than that kid 15. There hasn't never been one. Never.
Nobody.
And
Exactly.
the crazy part is he didn't even get to play his rookie season. Just imagine if he had played his rookie season and his numbers would be he would have surpassed a lot of people a long time ago.
Exactly.
You saw the game in Denver his rookie year.
Yeah.
The game in Denver his rookie year.
That's what I knew he was, but I didn't even need the Denver game to know he was ready. I saw preseason games where I was like, put him in,
that bomb.
Put him in now.
Yeah.
But there was that one throw in that Denver game when I knew it. He was running back and he flings it sidearm, and the Chiefs got the first down on like a 3rd and 12. I'm like, this dude is special.
I knew he was it. When they sat him down, they was like, okay, that's enough, kid. They put Tyler Bray out there. Tyler Bray threw an interception. They said, get your butt back out there and win this game. And he went back out there, and he got him in field goal range to win the game.
Help! Help!
Tyler Bray went out there and threw that pick, and it was like, hey, get back out there.
Man, I forgot Tyler Bray even existed. I forgot all about that.
We ain't seen enough. We've seen enough.
That was the last snap he ever played in the NFL.
You know, he always had the mysterious injury every year. They always put him on IR for the season.
Right. His claim to fame, he go around. Y'all know I played behind Patrick, right? Y'all know Patrick beat me out. That's me. I got beat out by Patrick. Yeah.
You know we were playing catch on the sidelines before the game.
Yeah.
See,
y'all come on to the side and sister. I was the guy that lost his dad to Patrick.
I filled up his water bottle for him.
This is the Denver game where it all started. I'm the reason why for his success, you know.
He wouldn't have been as prepared if I hadn't been there. You know, we would play checkers on the plains, and
I was in his ear, you know, the whole time, coaching him.
I was talking to him.
I was showing him all the reads and everything.
They zoom and they go back to him talking. Shut up, Bray. Shut up, Tyler. Shut up. Why are you even talking right now? Man, put the earpiece down.
Exactly. Who said you could talk?
Put it down. Get your butt back over there on that bench.
They turned the battery off.
Matter of fact, and he wants some water.
You gotta carry the towels to the locker room.
Excuse me, everybody.
Round up these helmets right now.
Well, he's the rookie.
Oh, speaking of
you
helmets,
the rookie, Tyler.
Speaking of helmets, did y'all see Sean McVay get blasted?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Yes,
it's been a rough.
I thought he was gonna lay down after that, man.
I would have. I'd have been like, yeah.
Just spun and fell on the ground. Oh,
pulled a Coach K, just lay on the ground.
I wouldn't even been mad. I'd be like, yeah, this is about right.
We need to forfeit this one.
This is about right. This is about how the season went. This is about right. I see what you're doing with me. I see what you're doing with me, guys. Yeah. You're showing me. Yeah.
You know he's ready for the season to be over. Go spend some time with his wife.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
He was thinking about it yesterday after that. He's like, damn, my wife's sitting at home. I should be there.
Oh, they making vacation plans right now, man. What you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, they are. Yeah, they know
Yeah.
it's over out there, man.
The trip to
That's their
Bahamas.
own fault though. They knew this last year when they did everything they did to win that ring. They knew this was
Yep.
coming. You know what I'm saying? They said F them picks last year.
Oh, I gotta see it in slow mo.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I mean, okay. Most teams would want the success that the Rams had, though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yes, did it come back
Mm-hmm.
to bite them
Mm-hmm.
at the end with them
Mm-hmm.
trading all their picks and selling hard?
Absolutely. Yeah.
They
But
sold their soul for the ring.
if you're Jacksonville, you take that any day. If I'm getting a Super Bowl out of this, heck yeah.
Absolutely.
What
Absolutely
did
you would.
what deal with the mess down the road?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. For
After
real. For
after
real.
the parade.
What deal with
Yeah,
that
for real.
afterward?
For real, for real.
But
Yeah, for real, for real. No, that's real though.
you would take that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Most franchises
Mm-hmm.
would. The Bengals would.
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, in Sean McVay's,
Yeah, they would.
and
You can
honestly,
upgrade this flag football ring.
and honestly, Sean McVay's ring, he been to 2 Super Bowls. So
Yep.
Yeah.
if you're a
Yeah.
Rams fan, you'll sign up for this
Yeah.
any other team.
Yeah.
I bet you the Chargers
Yep.
fans would sign up for this.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they would take it. They take it in a heartbeat.
You know,
They only been to
so
one Super Bowl and lost it. So yeah, they take it.
I mean, I'm
Absolutely.
not. I can't kill the Rams for what they did. Yeah, did they sell high and they went
But
after
they
it?
got they
But
yeah.
go ahead.
They
Go
completed
ahead,
their
John.
goal. I mean, their goal was to
Yeah.
win a Super Bowl, and they did that. So you can't be mad at it. And then a lot of injuries
Right.
happened this year. They lost
Yeah.
Von Miller, Odell Beckham.
That's
So
what I
it
was
was
getting ready to say. Yeah. You
Offensive
know,
line,
they didn't. Yeah.
offensive line, Whitworth.
Yeah.
Losing Whitworth was the worst thing that happened to them. They have
Yep.
to fix.
Yep.
They fix that issue.
Yep.
Their offensive line next year, they'll be okay. They'll be all right.
Yep.
They'll be okay.
Yep. Yep.
And they
Yep.
didn't expect Allen Robinson to take a step back. He took a step back. He did. He's not
Yeah,
the player.
Well,
he's not
I mean,
the player that he used to
but he
be.
wasn't getting the targets either, though.
True.
He wasn't
True,
getting
though.
the
He was-
targets
he wasn't.
because Matt force fed Cooper. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
let's just keep it all the way funky. He ain't get them opportunities in LA.
No.
He needed at least 7, 8 opportunities a game, and he was getting like 3 or 4. Dog.
Yeah, I think it sucks for Allen Robinson because this is a guy I've liked throughout his whole career. I've been really high on his play. He played in Chicago, obviously, with bad quarterbacks, and in Jacksonville with bad quarterbacks. And then he finally thinks he's going to a team with the quarterback,
Yep.
and then he's not even getting the ball thrown to him.
Yep. Yep. And Sean McVay didn't know what he was doing with the running back position this year. Like,
Yep.
I mean, it was just all around just a bad situation in LA, bro. All the way around.
Yeah. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. But hey, they'll probably bounce back next year. They'll
Oh yeah, they'll be back.
Yeah.
They just need a tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Maybe get him a
They're
late round guard, and they'll be right back. They'll be right back.
And to be honest with you, the year after we won the Super Bowl, you could tell like the urgency wasn't the same in the Chiefs. It was just that they were just that damn good. They were just better than everybody.
Yep.
That year
Yep.
we were just leaps and bounds better
Cruise
than
control.
everybody.
Yeah.
They was
It was COVID year. Yeah.
Because how many games
Yeah.
did we see that's the year at the Super Bowl where it was like they was like losing, and then all of a sudden they was like, "All right, y'all, let's play."
Yep.
Like touchdown.
That Houston game.
Yeah, it was just like they
Yep.
just turned it up.
Yep.
I remember that Dolphins game
Yep.
we played when we was playing. The
Oh
Dolphins.
yeah.
Yep.
And it
Where
was like,
what's his name got that one-handed pick?
Yeah,
Guard
Xavier
Reed.
Howard.
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it was just like in one quarter we was like, all right, forget this.
Turn it on. Yep. Bomb.
The only game that they probably should have lost that season was that Falcons game. That Falcons game, they played terrible. They did not care in that game. They should have lost that game. But I don't know how we won it. We should have lost that game. But other than that, but that's what teams do when they win the Super Bowl. Only teams that didn't do that was the Belichick Patriots teams because they didn't play that over there. He was so
Right.
he had that team so locked in. And Tom Brady, you have a Tom Brady who's so crazy and locked in. It's just like it was championships for them. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's not for Pat, because we know Pat is crazy like that too. But
right.
you know, when you get a team that wins the Super Bowl and they finally got there, that second year after that Super Bowl, man, dudes is kind of like,
I got paid. I got my ring.
Aaron
I
Donald
had a great off season.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron Donald get his money.
Yeah, he did.
Got
You
his
know what I'm
money.
saying?
You know,
Y'all see me on the parade with my shirt off. I had a great off season.
Like,
we ain't trained shit.
For real. They didn't play no preseason games at
They
all.
was just lifting champagne bottles all off season.
Yeah, man. They
So
pulled up for week 1 with champagne still in the car. Put that shit down. We executed. Put it down. Put it down. Put it on.
I think that preseason thing that you mentioned, Chris, I think that's coming to an end after this season, because the Denver Broncos didn't play anybody in preseason. The Chargers didn't play anybody in preseason. The Rams didn't. I know there's some teams I'm missing, but look at how those teams started out the year.
And I never understood, like, everybody saying, oh, well, preseason doesn't matter. Well, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning used to think it was mattering when it came to the timing. They used to always play.
See, now everybody's so worried about injuries.
Yeah,
everybody is so worried about injuries. So now
if you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get hurt.
Right. So now you run the risk of, okay, do I save these guys in the preseason? But on the flip side of that, I save them in the preseason, but we don't have any consistency in live game situations.
Yep.
Week 1, we still behind the 8 ball, and it's going to take us 5, maybe 6 weeks into the season to get that rhythm, to know what it feels like for everybody to get game reps and be locked all the way in.
And game situations.
This is what you get.
You saw the Chiefs.
This is what you get. Yep.
They played all 3 preseason games, and what did they do in Arizona? Smoke their boots.
Yep. They were ready.
Yep.
They was ready. They was game ready. You know what I'm
saying? On the other flip side to the injury thing, it doesn't work as good as I think people think it does, because what ends up happening is now these guys have to fully ramp themselves up, like all at the same time in that first game. You know, Pat, say Pat doesn't throw the whole pass in preseason, then he comes out the first week and throws the ball 45 times.
Yep.
You don't think there's going to be some strain on that arm?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to loosen up. So I've always liked that the Chiefs play their guys.
I do too, and I'm not saying play them for the whole game.
No.
But at least
get
them a couple series, let them look good, and that's what they did. And see, that's how I knew the offense was going to be fine, because that's what I wanted to see. They marched every time they got out there. They marched right down the field. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying?
Justin Watson was a big part in preseason.
He was getting them guys involved, and it was like, all right, this offense is going to be all right. I ain't worried about the offense. I ain't worried about this offense at all. They about to spread this thing out, and teams ain't gonna know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it's funny how people just they look at success. You know, people do different things to get to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the difference between what the Eagles are doing than what the Rams are doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's not much of a difference.
The only difference is that Jalen Hurts is he's on his rookie contract. That's it. But everything else around him, AJ Brown. They went and got they just now got Ndamukong Suh. They just went and got
Devontae Smith still on that.
You got that. You got Darius Slay. You got all these players that they went and got. So it's really no different.
Guys, you got to pay them eventually.
You do. That off-season training when everyone was down in Texas. Yep, that too, Mark. Yeah, most definitely. Those guys was in there training their butts off, getting and see that's the difference between.
That's how you build the trust.
That's the difference between a Patrick Mahomes and an Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick. What I love about Patrick Mahomes is that he's one of the guys. That's what he is. He's one of the guys. He doesn't make himself to be I'm Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the team is over there. You know what I'm saying? No, it's I'm part of the team. This is my I'm part of the team, just like these guys, and I treat everybody like an equal, from Travis Kelce all the way down to James Winchester. Like, he treats everybody the same. He doesn't, treat anybody like, oh, they're my peasants. Like Aaron Rodgers comes off like, these receivers are my peasants and they need to come to my level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you need to get them you need to get them on the same page as you.
Acknowledge me.
Exactly. Some Roman Reigns stuff. Like,
well, it comes down to when Pat's working out in Texas during the offseason, Aaron Rodgers is taking ayahuasca on some crazy trip somewhere else. The media will not talk about that, but we're going to sit here and criticize Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, and I could go on and on. But Aaron Rodgers is fine if he does that. Imagine if Patrick Mahomes or Lamar did that.
Ooh, you imagine?
Oh, no, hell no. That would never fly.
Nope.
Not once. You seen what they did to Lamar yesterday about the comments the dude made towards him on Twitter, and then he responded back and told him what he could eat, and then everybody acted like he just said the worst thing in the world to this dude by telling him what he could go eat. Like, come on, bro. Like, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm sorry. Like Lamar.
Here we go.
You don't need to pay attention to some dude who got 153 fights.
But I can understand why he would get
irritated. I get it.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like everybody always want to criticize that offense for what it is and how it's ran and all of this, but
it's not on him, dog. The play caller.
Yeah.
I've always said Greg Roman. I've always said Greg Roman.
And the lack of weapons on the perimeter outside of D-Jack now. That's the only dude on the defense or the defense would be afraid of taking them deep. Like, there's nothing else on that team. Rashad Bateman's hurt. D-Rob, we know what D-Rob is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mark Andrews is getting locked up.
Yeah. So, I mean, what is he supposed to do? You know what I mean? And yet they still 7-4. Still tied for first place in the North. But y'all can say he's sorry. Carry on with that narrative. And he beat Joe Burrow once.
Exactly.
And he's gonna do it again.
And if the Ravens don't want to pay him $250 million, I know a lot of teams that would.
There's a team out here. There's a team out here that probably pay him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Team out here.
Oh yeah.
Raider Nation would love. Raider Nation would love Lamar Jackson. I got a homeboy who's a Raider fan, and he said, "Give me Lamar Jackson."
Don't do it to Lamar. That's all I gotta say. Don't do my boy Lamar like that. Don't stick him out there, baby.
Listen, he'll go there, and Devontae would eat like he was eating in Green Bay. Guaranteed. Mm-hmm. That offense would look so fire. Waller would be healthy. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like all these players that was hurt to be healthy and balling next year. Oh, we love it in Vegas. Vegas is great.
Mm-hmm.
I was just getting through last year. Last year was rocky, but we got Lamar.
Yeah, even Hunter Renfrow with Lamar. I mean, Hunter Renfrow would be the best receiver on the Ravens.
Yeah, absolutely. He would. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't think Denver's like, hey man, y'all want Russell Wilson?
Nah, they stuck with him. Ain't nobody want Russ.
No, don't nobody want Russ. Don't nobody want to go play for that head coach though, because his clock management is terrible. His
play calling's terrible.
He doesn't have a grip on what's actually going on within the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a shit show in Denver. Like, why you bring back Melvin Gordon when you had question marks about him in training camp, and as soon as your RB1 went down, that's what you had to lean on, number one. And if you knew that Russ wasn't going to be able to push the football down the field like that, then it really should have been a sense of urgency because they had the kid, he was on Hard Knocks with the Cowboys. He used to wear glasses. Kid can run the football.
Oh,
why not keep him over Melvin Gordon? No, not Boone. Hardy. I think his last name is Hardy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a better runner at this point in time than Melvin Gordon. Why not keep him? You know what I'm saying? Why you bring back a veteran who can't hold on to the football? And you know this. You knew it. So why bring him back? You see what I'm saying? Like, part of this is on Russ because Russ is hot garbage, but the head coach is hot garbage too because
And
he
the
had never
GM,
been able. Yeah, man. Hell with Denver.
I'm
I'm glad
questioning
they're
the
in hell right
GM
now.
too, because I've seen a lot of Denver fans that were really high on. I believe his name is George Patton or George Payton, something similar to that.
Yeah,
But
Patton, something like that.
what has he actually done? I mean, I like the addition that
Nothing.
he drafted Surtain and Jerry Jeudy, but hell, I would have drafted those guys if they were there.
Yeah, those are easy picks.
That was no brainer.
You know what I'm saying? Easy picks. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't get it. Like, if it was the thing where, okay, we're gonna go and grab this guy from Green Bay, and if 12 don't want to leave Green Bay, then we need to say to hell with it. We need to be in the market for a younger guy at this position.
Yep.
We don't need to go out and get somebody and invest 3 years in them. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get us a young kid that we can develop. Get a manageable veteran at that position to teach him how to be a pro. But we need somebody with a strong arm, young, and let's build around it and let's build for the future. You know what I'm saying? You wasted a year. Go ahead.
I will say Jordan Love looked a lot better last night.
Yeah, Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
He looked a lot better last night. I don't know if maybe that this offseason he really buckled down and worked on his stuff. Because last year he was like a deer in headlights. I thought he was trash. Last night, he made some throws yesterday. I was like,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
You can see the potential. It's definitely there.
We can work with this. We can work with this.
Yeah.
I might as well roll with them the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to.
And I think they just go ahead and sit down. See what you got in Love, because the season is over. It's over. So go ahead and see what you got in Love, and see what you can get for Aaron Rodgers. Because they'll trade heaven and earth for Aaron Rodgers. I don't care how he looks this year. Some teams,
Titans, Vegas, absolutely.
Teams that
Giants.
feel like
I can see the Giants throwing their hat in there.
Yeah, the Jets.
Yeah.
Because who would you rather have, Mike White or Aaron Rodgers? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love you, Mike White. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers over you, buddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree, Mark. Yeah, he looked like he looked poised. He looked like
he looked like he was in command of the offense.
Yeah, he started. I think the offense is finally starting to click for him, and I mean, maybe Jordan Love is better.
He might have something.
And the thing about some guys, they get it, at different paces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some guys are not like a Patrick Mahomes who, in their second year, really their first year starting, could just go out there and just win the MVP. That's not realistic, man. Some guys cut their teeth and had to get banged. Peyton Manning had to get banged up before he became Peyton Manning, man. He wasn't out there just swinging the football like y'all used to see in it, all them audibles and all that stuff. That came later. that didn't come right away. And some guys, it takes time. It takes time for them to get it. We might be seeing that with Geno Smith.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It might have took time for Geno to get it. You know what I'm saying? It just, some guys just got that where they can come into an offense and boom, just go at it and look at Josh Allen.
It took him years.
It took him a couple years, and
took him Stephon Diggs
and to get him some weapons. Like, let's not act like quarterback is a hard position to learn in that league. You know what I'm saying? Going from college to the NFL, it's like
a big difference.
That's a culture shock, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you especially when you play for like one of the Power 5 conference, you play for Alabama, everybody's open.
Yep.
Everybody's open.
Ohio State.
You play for Ohio State, everybody's open. You can be playing, you start playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars and you playing the Colts, nobody's open.
Exactly.
And as bad as the Colts are, they still got
Gilmore over there.
You still got to throw these dudes open.
Kenny Moore over there, McLeod's over there. Yeah, they got some dogs over there in Indy.
That's why I always laugh at the argument. Oh, I think Alabama could beat Jacksonville. No, they can't.
Stop.
No.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
No.
You know the statistics they would
It's not even close.
The quarter Bryce Young would see some stuff he ain't never seen before. Like, yo, Nick,
He's a grown man over here.
you see that defensive end coming around that corner on that offensive line? How he get here so fast?
Exactly. It takes time, especially coming from a place like Utah State.
And the crazy part, they can run it. They would be vanilla. Vanilla
The
scheme.
most basic
I'd
stuff.
be dogging them, bro.
Basic stuff.
I'd be dogging them, bro.
Quarterbacks be like, whoa.
They'd be rushing 4, rushing 3,
Rushing 2. Gonna run the ends. Gonna run the ends. That's it. They'd be like, whoa, how they get it so fast, man? Right, Sean, about 6 picks.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
that window is small in the NFL. It is, dog. Them windows are small.
The NFL
margin of error is so thin.
The NFL is so hard that they can't even find a minor league. Like, at least basketball, they got the G League.
No.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Soccer, you got so many, you know, your team loses, you drop down the tier.
You get relegated.
They got so many, like, baseball got the minors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go there, they ship you down to the minors. Okay, get better. And we come back.
Right.
You ain't got that, man.
Right.
Ain't no duplication for this. You can't simulate this. This is the best of the best. I can't send you to the XFL because them dudes is practice squad guys, man.
Exactly. Those are PJ Walkers and Taylor Heineke's.
You'll never get no experience over there.
Hey, Taylor won 5 games now. Hold on.
5-1.
Yeah, you can't put him in that class with the XFL. No.
Well, I think he did play in the XFL though.
Yeah, he played for the.
He was balling though.
Yeah, he was.
He was balling.
But he went on a primetime game and beat the Philadelphia Eagles a couple weeks ago. So
on a Monday night,
he's safe. Yeah,
hey, man, he almost beat Tom
Brady.
Brady,
bro.
He almost beat
in the playoffs that year.
That boy can play, dog. He can play.
And that team can play. And like I said, the team just they respect him. They
rally around him. Yeah,
he's a leader on that team.
I don't know why they went and got Carson when they had him in the building already. Like, why you waste money on that?
Because the scouts still are enamored by the same old. 6'4", 200.
He ain't been shit since he tore his knee.
Yeah,
that MVP year. That MVP year, he ain't been that since that time.
But the problem also
he'll never be that again.
But the problem with Carson Wentz is that he has no intangibles. He's not a leader.
Zero.
Nobody. It seems like nobody likes him. You never.
Heineke is leaps and bounds a leader more than him.
Nobody like Carson Wentz.
You never hear a receiver, a running back, an offensive lineman say, "Hey, man, Carson Wentz is a dog. That's my guy." And y'all talking about my man. They be like, "Man, get this dude about here." Dog, it said everything for me when they put a shrine up for Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's something fishy about that right there. They put it up for the backup.
You could go and watch Hard Knocks last year, and it was the same treatment with the Colts. Like, don't nobody feel what Carson Wentz is on, bro.
Nope. He doesn't have the command. You know, like we talked about these other quarterbacks having that command of the pocket, of the offense, like a Patrick Mahomes. Even Jordan Love had it yesterday. Taylor Heineke has it. Mike White has that command. So these guys are going to play hard for him because they like him. And he's one of the guys.
You see it with Jalen Hurts. Like, they rally around Jalen Hurts, man. He's a leader. He was a leader in Alabama. Bro. He was a leader in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? And then he's a hard worker. So he's always gonna get better each year. Each year. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I knew Jalen Hurts was gonna be something in the league because he's a hard worker. He showed it. He showed his progression even in college. You know what I'm saying? He was a winner. He's a winner. That's what he is. So I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a hard league, man.
It is.
And sometimes we, as fans, and we have, when we're fans, we have every right to critique and criticize our players on our favorite teams or players off of other teams. You play bad, you play bad. We're not attacking your character and say, man,
No, I'll never do that.
Your mama trash, or what I'm saying, your mama shouldn't have had you or something like that. That's going too far. But you know what I'm saying?
Your mama shouldn't have had you. Ouch!
Hey, that's how these fans be out here.
That's what they be saying
after the game.
They be reckless.
I know. Trust me, I know. I know.
These players be out here. These fans be out here reckless, talking crazy.
Man.
You trash, you garbage, you suck. Even on the radio,
bro.
man. You hear it on the radio.
Yes,
I be like,
yes, bro.
And then y'all wonder why. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't be an NFL player or any athlete. I'd be ready to snuff so many radio people. Like,
me too. I would be having some tweets like Lamar.
I'm like, yo, son. Like,
yeah, for real.
What time you get off work, man? So we can fix this real quick. So I'm punching you in your mouth when I see you.
There's a story of a football player. Got some tweets from a fan, and the fan told him he was gonna meet him. He was willing to meet him in public. So the player went to the spot, and the dude never showed up. He called him, was like, I was just joking, and I was just trying to get likes. And he was like, hey man, I don't play that. I will whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta talk to people normal, like, hey, human beings, dog. And you talking that to a 6'4", 235-pound linebacker, like, who can bench press 425 and not break a sweat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna break you in two.
All right.
You know
don't let the dude be connected. And they say, here. At your door.
It's Big Tony. Open up.
Hey, y'all expecting somebody here today?
It's Big Tony. Man, open up.
Go and get that door, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, like that Nick Bolton stuff. That was just ridiculous.
Bruh.
Nick Bolton would, man.
He would strangle a lot of y'all. He would.
Yeah, he would.
He was strangle a lot of y'all.
I think we should just have some of these Nick Bolton haters line up. Let's have Nick Bolton be a running back and them try to tackle Nick Bolton, and we'll see what happens. I'd love to see that.
You see that movie he put on when he got the pick the other day?
Yeah.
Like yesterday. I was like,
I want to, you know what? I want to see.
Let's put Nick back
we're at the 1 yard line. Let's put Nick Bolton. Hand him the ball. I want to see it, man.
See it, man. You like Kareem Hunt? No, I'm just playing.
Be like more like Derrick Henry, man. Shit.
Fans and media are ruthless. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Man. You see how Stephen A. be talking about people? Like, God, Stephen A. Jesus. I'm too.
Man, he think he can say that. You know what I'm saying? He think he got it like
the hell out of here.
Yeah. It's gonna happen one of these days.
Then he's out here
without a security.
Defending Jerry Jones.
They're gonna push their headline back.
That.
Now,
get Stephen A.
I ain't gonna defend Jerry Jones, but I mean, he was just in the picture.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he
did. He have a grin on his face in the picture.
He was like,
if he was grinning, he wasn't just looking up trying to see.
He wasn't grinning. He was
what the hell was going on. Man, come on,
he said,
you mean tell me Jerry Jones didn't know what was going on in that picture?
He said, I was there out of curiosity.
Word all over campus.
No curiosity.
There's cameras on the campus. You know what I'm saying? That news spread fast around there, man. Come on.
It was like, Jerry, let's go down here and get these Negroes up out of here.
Come on, buddy. Let's go, Kobe. Let's go get him on up out of there. You see what I'm saying? No, bro. No, dog. No, bro. He was in that picture. He knew what was happening. 8,000 years ago. Is this BC?
I mean, I don't think you can necessarily hold it against him, but I wouldn't defend Jerry Jones in that situation.
I'm not defending him.
No, you need Let Jerry defend himself on that one about himself. Jerry always can defend himself. I'm willing to bet you by the end of this week it'll be out of the news cycle.
Yep.
If not sooner. If not sooner. Jerry gonna get that swept on the rug. See what he did with Ezekiel back in the day. He gonna get this swept on the rug, bro. This ain't gonna be a topic of conversation very long.
Let's just keep it 100.
He gonna get that squelched.
Jerry Jones runs the NFL.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do.
He's the most influential owner in the NFL.
He
runs it.
He makes the most money. He makes the most.
Yeah.
And he run now. People forget Goodell answers to the owners.
Yep.
It's not the other way around. He answers to the owners.
And who would y'all think has a more powerful voice in that owners meeting? Is it Jerry? Is it Robert Kraft?
Robert's up there too.
Robert's
there's Jerry, there's Robert. Clark may got a little bit too because they.
I think that. I wonder if they look at him and be like, "Well, you'll never be like your father." So, you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of them knew Lamar. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Lamar, they were all good with Lamar.
Well, Lamar Hunt was a mentor to Jerry Jones. He taught Jerry Jones everything he knew. It was Jerry Jones and Al Davis. Al Davis taught Jerry Jones. The bad part.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I had a joke, Jerry. I'm not gonna say nothing.
He taught on the bad stuff about being an owner.
This is the street right here. Look, Jerry, this is the street right here.
Oh my God!
And Lamar taught him all the stuff.
When you look at that, right down the street, right here.
He's stupid.
$50, Jerry. Friday night, $50. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's your fault, Chris. It's your fault. But
I'm saying, we all know Jerry Jones runs the league, man. So of course this is gonna get swept under the rug. This is not gonna be an issue. When the whole kneeling thing situation, who was at the forefront of that? It was Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones,
absolutely.
It was Bud Adams. It was those owners.
Yeah.
You didn't hear nothing like the Rooney family. They probably got influence too because they've been here for the longest. But
the Mars,
the Mars probably. But the Mars are right there with Jerry.
Right.
It is what it is.
I didn't know until Brian Pace came in that, and this was according to Roquan Smith. He said like the way that the Bears front office would treat players, they wanted to present it like it's a close knit family and things like that. But the history of that, the ownership of the Bears has always been like, we are not going to pay top dollar to players like that. You know what I mean? And I don't know how long that's been because I think who had the last big contract in Chicago? Was that
maybe
Jay
Khalil?
Cutler? Or did the Raiders have to pay part of that?
I think the Raiders might paid part of it.
Maybe
when they on the hook for part of that?
Maybe Roquan.
But no, Roquan was still on his rookie. He was still on his rookie contract when they traded him Baltimore. He got out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a valid point. Like which player, which was the last player to receive a good or fair deal from the Bears front office?
Because they didn't pay Brandon Marshall.
From the way
did they pay Allen Robinson?
From the way Roquan described it, like they don't.
Did they pay Allen Robinson?
They didn't pay him. They paid Allen Robinson, but he didn't get the kind of bread he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they moved off of him this year. Yeah. Because remember last year he had over 1,000 yards. I think for the past 2 years for the Bears, he had went over 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he wanted to get paid, comparable to that top 10, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Chicago wasn't going to pay it. They had no intention of paying Roquan this
Nah.
They had no intentions. They strung that out until they had to make a move on it.
Yep.
Well, hopefully
So
Pace.
I mean, you talk about Jerry and them. Yeah, they got to be right there with them.
Well,
I think
hopefully,
Pace, yeah.
hopefully that new what's his name? What's the new
Pace.
GM? Is that his
Ryan
name?
Pace. I
Pace.
think.
Ryan Pace.
Ryan Pace. Yeah.
Well, hopefully he changes the coach over there. Hopefully he takes
They're
whatever he
gonna have
learned,
to.
whatever he learned from Brett Veach and all that, because you could clearly see it with the
No.
Chiefs. Because you could clearly see with the Chiefs, they do run this like a family type deal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's close.
So, could you imagine what the Bears have seen in Justin Fields, and Justin comes up for a contract and they decide not to pay him?
And they try
imagine
to do
what
like
the fans would do to
Lamar.
that fan base? Yeah, could you imagine? Man, that fan base would lose their mind if they wouldn't sign Justin Fields. Them fans love that kid out there.
I know they do.
He almost got 1,000 yards rushing, and man, please, they'll. All right, Soldier Field will be no more. I'm telling you, man.
They just need to get. They might need to change offensive coordinator. That's what they need to do. Because they keep on saying, "Oh, he needs some weapons." Darnell Mooney.
He's got weapons.
I like Darnell Mooney.
Mooney
Chase
ain't
Claypool ain't bad. Yeah,
he ain't bad.
Cole Kmet ain't bad.
Yeah.
That kid in the background.
Khalil Herbert.
Montgomery ain't bad.
Yeah.
Even they got Igwamenia St. Brown, who I mean, he's not great. He's not transcendent.
He's serviceable. He's serviceable.
The tight
Khalil
end.
Herbert serviceable.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet. Yeah, serviceable.
They need an offensive line too, though.
That's what it is. They need an offensive line. If the offensive line was better than weapons, would they probably get open?
Because they drafted Tevin Jenkins, which was a player that a lot of Chiefs fans wanted before we traded for Orlando Brown.
I remember that. Yep.
But he hasn't lived up to his draft pick at all.
He's a right tackle. That's what he is.
Yep.
He's not a left tackle. He's a right tackle. Speaking of Orlando Brown, I want to pose a question for both of you brothers.
Uh-oh.
Do you ride it out with Orlando Brown next year and just let him play on the franchise tag? Do you B, franchise tag him, try to come up with a deal, a serviceable deal, not the deal that he wants.
Not top 10 or top 5.
You give him a deal and you keep him at left tackle, or do you C, franchise tag him, try to get something for him, see if Lucas Niang can play on the left side, and try to draft somebody on the right side?
Man, this is tough. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I would franchise him and try to work out a deal. You might as well at this point. You traded a first-round pick for him. You already invested, a good amount of draft capital, a good amount of money into him at this point, with the franchise tag they're paying this year. I would tag him and see if we can work out a deal. And if we can't, then it's unfortunate, but the thing about tackles is they don't just necessarily grow on trees. You can try to find a guy in the draft, but they're probably going to struggle that first year. And Orlando Brown Jr. has played a lot better these last 4 games. So I'm not willing to pay him the money he wants, but if he wants to be in that top 15 range, then I'm willing to give him a contract.
Go ahead, Mr. Clarence.
What about if you could convince him to move to right tackle or give him right tackle kind of money?
He won't do that. I'm telling you right now.
He got to get his ass on up out of here. You need to tell him you're going to franchise tackle. And then if he say no, then you got to tell him, hey, man, you're going to have to get the hell on up out of here.
I'm telling you.
That's just that, man. Then he going to have to get on gone, brother. Because look here. Past 2 years, he didn't pull the same trick. And this is how he keep trying to convince people that he a top left tackle. He do it every time. He start out slow, and then at the end of the year, he start putting up better numbers. So he ain't playing he playing the game. See, look what he did last year. See, look at the way I showed up for y'all last year. Look at that. Yeah, but look at the first half of the season when you was getting your ass kicked week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to hustle people, Orlando. Stop.
He trying to finesse. Brett Veach. You can't finesse a finesser.
Look at these numbers. You can't find a better left tackle than me. You know what I'm saying?
And Brett Veach looking at him. Brett Veach looking at him like, you ain't shit. You ain't shit.
So my one thing I would say is I think that right tackle for Green Bay is going to be a free agent this offseason. Elgin Jenkins, I believe he's going to be a free agent. If you were to move on from Orlando Brown, I would look at signing him on the right side, and then, like you said, maybe moving Niang to the left or finding somebody that can be serviceable on the left side for the time being.
Because the Bengals game now, the sample is small sample size, I know. But when they drafted, even when they drafted Niang, he was drafted to be the left tackle.
Yep.
He sat out the COVID year. He sat out the COVID year. And, the rest is history. But he was drafted to be the left tackle because he was an athletic. He was big, but he had good feet. He was an athlete.
Yep.
He could move.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So those speed rushers couldn't get around him like Orlando Brown.
So what about this? So he's healthy, right? Or he's close to being at 100%, right? He's on an active roster, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't play this year. So maybe they don't play him this year. And then maybe this offseason they tell him to get ready to play the left side. You know what I'm saying? And they try to go and draft a right. You know what I mean? Because
that's what I'm saying. You draft a right because it's easier to draft a right tackle, a second and a third round. You can get you a good right tackle. Left tackles, you got to get.
Because ain't no way in hell they paying Orlando. Yeah, they're not paying Orlando. They not. They franchise tag him because that's what he's worth. But they not gonna pay him.
Even the deal they had on the table is probably gone.
It's off the table.
Yeah,
he should have took that deal.
Gotta be. Yeah, he should have took it. He hasn't lived up to the expectation. Now, if they would have kept him at right tackle, absolutely. But when he was in Baltimore, he was a right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he was a hell of a right tackle.
He was, but once he got a taste of that left side, this left side.
We lost him. But they also he's more of a run blocking tackle.
He is. He's more of a run. That's what he's good at.
And for a team that primarily throws the ball, he doesn't necessarily fit.
And that's why I say Niang probably fits better as a left tackle because he's more of a pass. He's more of a pass blocking offensive lineman. So that's all I said. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking like Brett Veach. Brett Veach is probably like, well, I get it. You don't know with Niang's injury history. You know what I'm saying? He's coming off of an injury. That's kind of hard for offensive linemen, but still. Maybe next year offseason you get Niang and maybe you bring in a left tackle veteran. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let him battle it out with the left tackle veteran and whatever. But you get some picks for Orlando Brown because I think you can at least maybe get a late first, maybe an early second. It's like Ty said, left tackles don't grow on trees.
Right.
And say what you want about Orlando Brown, he's better than anything other than maybe in the top 10. He's better than anything in the first round, like later first round.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. He go to a Titans team. The Titans would pay Orlando out the ass to come here and play left tackle, and it would fit perfectly.
It would.
Or the Bears.
One of those run-heavy teams. Yeah, absolutely.
The Bears might say, hey, we'll give you a first-round pick for Orlando Brown.
Absolutely.
The Bears are going to get one of our players this offseason. I don't know who it'll be. Maybe Mecole, maybe Juju. They're going to get somebody because they got Ryan Pace over there. Hopefully.
I don't see Juju leaving.
Me neither.
Juju ain't leaving.
Even if he do leave.
It's not about the money with Juju.
Yeah, you're right.
He ain't going to Chicago. You don't leave the mansion and go down to Watts. You
left the mansion and moved back to the projects. What's going on here?
Move to Watts. No, you don't do that.
I don't see Juju saying, It was great with Mahomes. I'm gonna go to Justin Fields.
Yeah. No, I could see Miko going there for sure. Though, just I think he'd be a good fit.
I see Miko going home, going to
Atlanta.
See him going to Atlanta.
Now that would be interesting. Him
Yeah,
in Atlanta. Yeah.
I can see him in Atlanta.
I
I'd like to
could
see
too.
Lamar go down there
definitely
too.
Ooh.
I have something with that.
Even though I do
But
like
they gotta
Desmond.
find out what they got in that kid. Yeah.
That's why I say I like
Yeah,
Desmond
Ritter,
Ritter.
you gotta see what you got.
I like Ritter. He looked good in the preseason. I don't know why they don't play him.
See, I didn't watch enough of the preseason to see, man.
I like how
I
he
get
looked in
enough
the
to see.
preseason. He looked good.
He looked like one of the best rookie quarterbacks in the preseason.
Really?
He looked good. He looked good. That's why I don't understand
I missed
why
it,
they haven't
bro.
played him. It's like, come on, man, Marcus Mariota.
I don't know what they trying to prove with Marcus.
I don't get it.
Know what they trying to prove. They lost their game yesterday because of Marcus.
These coaches, man, they stubborn, man.
Well, Arthur Smith also has that long connection with Mariota.
With the Titans. I get it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But he got benched there too.
You trying to win football games or you trying to build relationships?
Tannehill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be like, look, son, I love you. You don't sit on this bench.
You can hold the clipboard. Call plays with
They
me.
lost that game yesterday because of him.
Look, you used to this.
Give him a headset.
You used to this, huh? You know what you have vast experience with holding this and putting this headset on. You know, you could be a good coach one day. Ty. Oh, the tie was stuck. But yeah. It's time for Mariota to sit on there.
It is.
It is, dog. For real.
But yeah, no, I can see Miko going there. Yeah, I can see him. Any team that needs a receiver, I can see him going to Chicago too. I can see him going to Chicago. Going to Chicago. I think Miko will go to a different place where their offense is not as sophisticated and complicated, and I think he'll have better production than he would.
More simpler route concepts. Yeah.
Maybe if Baltimore's looking at
that too,
adding a receiver.
Yeah, Baltimore. I can see Baltimore. Yeah, I can see Baltimore. I can see it. Or any of these teams that lose a receiver. You know, like you never know. Like I'm expecting T. Higgins to be like, I want to get paid, man.
He better. You know what I'm saying? He better go get that bread.
He better get that
bag. You know what I'm saying? He better go get it.
Because I can see like in the Browns. I mean, Bengals ain't paying nobody.
Yeah.
So I could see them trading him to like a Giants.
Yeah. Bengals can barely keep the lights on. Yeah, they struggling.
Hell, they're still practicing outside.
Serious.
They're practicing by the river.
No indoor facility. That damn stadium ain't been upgraded since the 70s. This rich, I'm gonna shut up.
They're out there practicing on some beat up ass grass too.
Man, listen. Man,
what's the owner name? Mike Brown.
Mike
He's
Brown.
the cheapest owner in the NFL.
He is. It's been cheap since he had Ocho and them there.
Yep.
That's why people hate playing for Cincy. He don't like to pay for nothing. Them seats, them fans are sitting on in the same damn seats that came with the building package when they was talking to the architect to build the damn stadium. Them seats ain't been upgraded, man.
You got the wood seats.
They're sitting on bleachers.
Seats when you build it. Man, this would go great with your stadium, wouldn't it? Well, yeah, it's time here for some of them old nasty ass bench seats. Man, they ain't upgraded nothing in that damn stadium.
Dude getting splinters in their ass.
Yeah, man. That's why they come on Twitter Spaces all hot,
all angry. Oh, that's why. That makes a lot of sense. That's why they mad. Tell me why you mad.
Ass be tight.
They be waiting. They be waiting. Waiting 30 minutes in the concession line to get a damn beer.
You be frustrated too. Have splinters in your tank, in your ass.
The bathroom, bad.
It's
Man,
not.
it's bad in
It's
Cincy, dog.
It is.
Got that trough thing in the men's bathroom. Got that damn trough.
Oh man.
We're taking some shots at Cincy today. Man, it's so true though.
Yeah, it's bad. Be happy that your organization cares about your Chiefs.
Yeah, for real.
For
Nothing
now,
but the best
right
for
now,
y'all.
right now. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't like that for a minute there. Carl Peterson, man,
Mhm.
for a second there, he didn't care. He didn't care for
Carl Peterson
nothing.
said, put all that money in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. I ain't getting no quarterback.
Oh,
I ain't getting
no.
nothing.
I'm going to get retread
Yeah.
after retread after
Yeah.
retread. It's his fault.
Y'all want to win a Kansas City? Yeah. Well, you ain't getting one. Put that money in my pocket.
This money
Oh,
going in my
I
wallet.
won, boy.
It's y'all fault that
Yeah,
y'all drafted Ty Blackledge and got spooked. When you
For
get
real,
that Dan,
dog.
you get
For
that
real.
Dan Marino, man.
For real,
Dan
dog.
Marino.
For real. For
Dan
real.
Marino.
Todd Blackledge, Kansas City.
Over Dan Marino. Close your eyes, Chiefs. Could you imagine a life with Dan Marino and those defenses that we had? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We probably had
It'd be the
several.
first dynasty in the NFL.
Yes.
We
Yes.
probably had
For real.
several Super Bowl
For
champions.
real.
The way they
For
talk
real.
about the Cowboys and the Steelers and the
Mhm.
49ers.
The Niners, yep.
Oh, they would be
Patriots,
talking
yep.
about the Chiefs like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes would be walking in the legacy already.
Yep. Breaking all of his
For
records.
Super Bowl
already,
rings
right?
and
He be trying to
for Super Bowl
break Dan
trophies in there.
Marino's. He be trying to
Yes,
break Dan
dog.
Marino's
Yes.
records. Even though he's already breaking Dan Marino records, but still.
He's breaking them anyway.
Even though he's already breaking them, but he be breaking them Chiefs history. He got to break Lynn Dawson's record. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing?
That's what happens when you have
We
two
love you, Lenny.
franchise quarterbacks. That's it.
Rest in peace to Lynn Dawson. Man.
Yep.
Yeah, we love you, Lenny.
Kansas City, great. But you get
Yes,
my
he
point.
is.
You get my point.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, dog. For real.
But we had
Missed
some
that
great
boat.
running backs, though.
Oh, yeah. For real, for
We had
real.
some great running backs, though. Nobody can
And
beat
some
us in the running
defenses.
backs. And defensive linemen and linebackers. Oh, man. And some defensive backs, too.
Yeah, some corners.
We definitely had some good defensive backs.
Shout out Dale Carter, Albert Lewis, Deron Cherry, Kevin Ross. You did.
Mm-hmm. The list goes on and on.
For real,
Marcus
dog.
Peters.
Albert Lewis was the first football player for the Chiefs that I ever liked, bro. Was Albert Lewis.
Yeah, he was a dog. He was a dog. Well, fellas, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we're gonna really get into the, as the kids say, the shits.
Knees deep in the shits tomorrow.
You damn skip it, buddy. Woo! Woo!
This is gonna be an hour or two long roasting session.
Listen,
of the
I'm
Bengals.
dragging they ass for the next 6 days. All right.
We might drop
Every
clips.
day is Bengals Day.
I might just drop clips of Clarence just talking trash every day. A Clarence
On
rant
TikTok, you got
just
to.
gets dropped.
Get that trough out the bathroom.
When we talk about, I had one rant where he talking about old boys that damn ring.
Yep.
That flag football championship, man.
You got to put a picture of the ring up and everything while he's
Yeah,
talking about it.
dog. Actually, never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Never mind.
I just want to get somebody to do a diamond test on that ring.
Me too.
Does that ring come in a Cracker Jack
I'm gonna
box?
save it.
Then they come in the cereal
It's one of them
box.
little one of them claw things. You know, you go to the claw, pull it up.
Don't even
Look,
disrespect
mommy. Boy, put that
Don't-
shit down before you turn your
don't even-
finger green.
Don't even disrespect the claw. Don't even disrespect the claw like that. Don't even disrespect the claw like that. Because actually, decent
Mama,
prizes.
why I can't keep
being-
that ring?
It was a straight up clink.
Not that one.
No, they found that ring
Put that cord in there.
where you go to the grocery store. They got the cupcakes with the little stuff on it. They had that ring on the cupcake.
Boy, that ring look like shit, don't it? Y'all cheap ass owner pay for them goddamn rings.
No,
Man,
Them
like
some ugly ass rings.
they went to the ice cream man and said, "Let me get one of them Dakota rings, Cincinnati Bengal Dakota rings, please." Mike Brown was like, "That's it, right there."
But for real, how can you be proud of something like that? It don't even look real. It don't look real.
The diamonds are they're
like,
cloudy.
Bruh, that thing looked like straight shark shit. It's terrible, bro.
Looks like
That is nothing to be proud of.
Like some ring one of the old Super Bowl players sold it
Bro,
at the pawn shop.
That ring is so terrible. There's nothing to be proud about.
We need to
say
get
you
that
won the
dude
AFC, they're gonna say you're a liar.
We need to get him on.
Who? Which one? The one that's flashing the
ring.
ring?
Yeah.
Sporting Boys.
Nah, I don't need him. I need Buddy.
Who? Zen?
I need
in the space.
Yes, dog. Yes, dog. Yes, dog. This time.
I think everybody was Zen on this.
We need a real space this Sunday before the game.
Well, you open it up then. Don't be playing no whoop there it is.
I mean, if you're gonna play something, play some Meek Mills or something. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, just playing just all 90s music, bro. I was like, what is this?
Playing
what
dominoes,
are we really doing up in here?
Playing dominoes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
playing some salt and pepper.
I thought we was gonna talk about some football. Like, I mean, it's just back to back songs. I'm like, yo, does he not see all these people in this thing waiting? It was like 35, 40 people in there.
Yeah, there was some big people
just waiting,
Mark
bro.
In there.
Yeah, Mark goes, yeah, man, they all up in there, and he just playing damn hits. Oh, y'all want to talk? No, you're gonna listen to my music Sunday. You know what I'm saying? What kind?
Yeah, listen, he said, I'm putting the ox in, and y'all gonna hear what I got to say.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear that old ass music.
I put this playlist together last night.
You know what I'm saying?
They took the ox from me at work. So somebody gonna hit these hits.
Off the ox.
So somebody gonna hit these hits.
Yeah, but I thought he was just opening up the space with the music, and then it just kept going.
So I'm gonna fake like we doing the spaces, and I'm gonna play this playlist. Boy, you gonna hear this?
Y'all ever seen Janky Promoters?
Of course.
Remember when Jeezy's supposed to come on? He's like, "Y'all ready for Young Jeezy?" Nope. Yeah, nope. Y'all get some more Little Seymour, Young Seymour. Man, come on, dog. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Do the funny out. Do the funny out.
Oh, girl, you looking good. Oh, girl, you looking good.
Yeah, it's oh man. That is funny.
God damn. Oh shit, man. Y'all fool, bro.
But yeah, that ring is terrible.
It
and
is.
Bengals fans are terrible. You would think they won the Super Bowl, but they ain't won shit.
What about that one Bengals fan, that lady that wasn't that what's her name? Maybe her name's Laura Kane, I think, on Twitter. I don't know if y'all seen about her, but she wasn't even a Bengals fan.
She was a Chiefs fan. Then she was a something else fan. And now she's a Bengals fan.
How does that work?
What she do?
She was
She
talking
better not
trash.
say nothing on my damn timeline.
She
I
was
better not
talking
see nothing from her
trash.
on my
She
timeline.
was
She
talking.
said
Ooh,
she said something about
listen.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
She
something
said
about
what?
Mahomes.
Go
She said
ahead,
something about
retweet it
Patrick
to me.
Mahomes.
Go ahead,
Oh,
tag me in
I
it.
have to go find it.
you gotta
Tag
find
me.
that.
She's always
Oh
running her mouth
Lord.
on that Twitter, so I
Oh
mean,
damn.
I have to be searching
Go
for about
ahead.
an hour or
Yeah.
so.
Go ahead. Let me next time tag me. I got it. That'll be the moment everything gets questioned about my Twitter account.
That's the moment you go into Twitter jail.
Right
Don't
back in
do it.
lockup.
Don't
Elon
do it.
throwing them keys away too. You ain't coming back. Done.
Hey man, nah, I ain't gonna get her. Let her live her Twitter life, bro. I'm tired of exposing people on Twitter. Until we get in them spaces and they get to talking crazy. And that I still don't understand, bro. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I
You
have
would
been
think
feeling
they
a lot
just won
better
the
since.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said earlier, it appears like they want this to be a rivalry, and they haven't done enough for it to be a rivalry. You know what I mean?
Oh hell, this I don't even know why we're giving this this Laura the time of the day. That's all I gotta say. Go look at her Twitter, you'll see.
So, fellas, it looks like we have nothing else to talk about.
Nope.
So, we get till tomorrow, man. We talk Bengals. You know what I'm saying? We can really get into the shits.
Yes, sir. I'm with it. Say less.
So, before we leave, we give a shout out to our sponsor, Every Morning Quarterback. If you look down at the bottom, you see the little website link, emqpodcast.com/locker-room. If you click on that, you'll see the locker room access of all the various podcasts that are on the website. We got a 49ers one, we got a Chargers one, we got a Patriots one, a Jets one, and we got our podcast. Arrowhead Chief Podcast is up there. If you click on the link, you'll see all our episodes is on there from the past and the recent ones. So go ahead, click on the link, go ahead and follow it. Also, you can look at their podcast, Every Morning Quarterback. They talk about everything, man. They talk about everything league wide, whether it be from other teams or teams that they support. They also give you betting tips. So follow them, subscribe to their channel, and give them a check. Check them out. Shout out to Anthony, Brandon, Connor, and Zach. They doing their thing over at Every Morning Quarterback. Also, if you want to just, if you want to just listen to the audio of Arrowhead Chief Podcast, this thing act like it don't want to work. We're available on all streaming platforms, man, whether it be Apple, Google, Stitcher, Breaker, Anchor, Spotify. If you want to listen to the audio, go to any of those platforms, listen to us, subscribe, follow, and you'll get all our audio. Same thing. All our episodes are on there. Check us out, man. And if you want to follow us on social media, we are available on all social media platforms, whether it be Twitter, uh, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Follow us at AH Chief Podcast, and we will follow you back. Because what's our motto, Clarence?
We're not Hollywood. We just regular dudes.
We just regular people, man. So we're gonna follow you back. You got feedback, critiques, anything for us that you want us to do on this show, questions you want us to answer, we will do that. You know what I'm saying? But just remember, talk to us nice, man, because we will come get you. No, I'm just playing.
Talk to us normal.
We'll hunt you down.
Yeah, not really, not really. So, all right, Chiefs Keenan. Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And we're out.
We gone.